Hey everyone, I showed up here to do a video on Frontierland, and I did that video. The rumors coming to Big Thunder Mountain and beyond Big Thunder Mountain, and the fact that that ride will probably be shut down for about a year. And then I talked about Tiana's Bayou Adventure opening June 28th. We talked about Pecos Bill, a whole bunch of other stuff over there. And now I'm done with that video, and I still have about 2.5 hours left in the parks today, and I decided I would stay and we'll just run around and have a good time. So there's gonna be no rhyme nor reason to what I experienced today. We're just gonna have fun in Magic Kingdom.
Divided against itself cannot stand, he has said.
77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and a government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
The blood of over 500,000 Americans is spilled in this Civil War. President Lincoln's enduring hope is to give true meaning to the sacrifices of so many.
Will outer space be developed for the benefit of all mankind? Or will it become another focus for the arms race? The choice is urgent, and it is ours to make.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
But you have certainly not lost America.
I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you.
Loving this country requires the willingness to speak out for what is right, to shake up the status quo. That's America.
Our presidency is no longer just an idea. It is an idea with a proud history. Ladies and gentlemen, the presidents of the United States of America. George Washington, John Adams, Abraham Lincoln, Ulysses S. Grant, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, Barack Obama. A new idea our presidents have turned into a great American idea again and again.
ours has a dream, a heart's desire. It calls to us. And when we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we're meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic within.
Ready to begin, let the wonder take hold. We will draw you in, watch the moment unfold. I can see that we're meant to follow, setting out for a new tomorrow. Every step we take brings a new hope, a new day. Every choice we make helps
where the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and the voice keeps saying, this is where I'm going to be.
Progress City, Walt Disney's amazing dream for a community of tomorrow. Did you know Progress City inspired Epcot? And a lot of the visionary ideas throughout Walt Disney World.
There's actually an after hours event here tonight, so even though the park is closed for regular day guests and we have to start making our way out of the parks, there are people who are still able to ride the rides, and I want to thank the cast members because I tried to quickly rush from Happily Ever After to the People Mover, and then to Winnie the Pooh. I technically slid into Winnie the Pooh right when the clock hit 10, but the cast member let me go and be the last regular day guest to get on the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh. So stopping for Happily Ever After was something I wasn't planning on doing today, and it just brought up some common courtesy things that I want to remind people. When you wait for a half hour, 20 minutes, sometimes people wait for like an hour for those rides. Make sure you're letting the people who are waiting behind you know what you're gonna be doing for that ride. So example, don't put the kid on your shoulders right as the fireworks are starting. I'm not saying don't put a kid on your shoulders, that's up to you. But if you do, put the kid up on your shoulders in enough time so the people behind you can decide if they want to move to a different location and wait for those fireworks. So when you get to your section, when you find your spot, put the kid on your shoulders. I film a lot at the theme parks, and I'm tall. So both of those things I try to take into consideration all of the people around me. So I stand exactly where I'm going to be watching fireworks, and I do not move. I don't move more than a foot either side. Like, I want the person who is setting up behind me to know exactly where I'm located so they can decide if that's the place they want to stand. Also, even though I have a handheld device for my camera, I hold the camera right up to my face. Your camera, your phone, whatever, shouldn't be seeing anything that you're not seeing. So just put it right here so that if the person knows that the back of your head is there, then they know that the camera's going to be there. Know this stuff. Like, that is extremely rude because people can't plan for that. Also, know your device, right? If your device has a flash that stays on the entire time during video, don't videotape the fireworks in that mode. Take off the flash. It's not helping your video at all, and it is just flashing a flashlight on the 5-6 rows of people in front of you. So it's just a lot of common courtesy that I think I've talked about before has kind of left the parks. And I know these trips are expensive, so you think, you know, I'm paying all this money, I'm the princess, the prince, the queen, whatever. You think that everything revolves around you, but it doesn't, and everybody else is paying that much as well. So just try to be cognizant of the people around you. I know if you're watching me here, you're probably like that because we focus so much on inclusion and so much on trying to do the right things that I can't imagine you'd be following us for these 3 years if you didn't think that was a good idea. But it's just a reminder every once in a while, because it doesn't matter if the fireworks are ruined for me. I get to come here all the time. But if there's that family who's here for the one and only time, and they saved up for years and years to do this so the kid could see the fireworks, and this is the one day the kid can see the fireworks, and then your flashlight is flashing on them the whole time, like this lighting that I'm getting here right now, just might not be the best. So try to be cognizant of that stuff.